see more of that, but in a brand new game between these two guys. Lima and Austin, well, Lima will have to fight to Austin to get the rematch. I was thinking just about how Lima and Austin played so many sets, but it's been so long since we've seen Lima and JaySon do this. But it may actually not be the Bayo Fox. It looks like Lima's going to be pulling out a little bit higher on the tier list, going with the Peach that he's had since Smash 4 to take on JaySon.
It doesn't super surprise me for him to go to the swap in this particular matchup. I feel like Peach definitely a solid character in her own right in this game, and Bayo losing a lot of her killing power can feel rough against Fox sometimes. Normally the best thing about that matchup in Smash 4 was that you got one hit on Fox and you could fair train him off the side no matter what. But if Fox didn't get fair trained by Bayonetta, I feel like he did a really good job in the matchup actually.
I would definitely agree, dude. Lima's been showing prowess here. But man, thinking about Ultimatum though. Definitely thinking about Ultimatum with JaySon.
Right, where he took it in Grand Finals over Oryx's Peach, locally.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Pulling out the double counter and the taunt.
The look on Lima's face, he's like, I didn't know that would work.
Yeah, he's like, I thought that would just be too stale. All right, JaySon really fighting for center stage and doing so with hitboxes.
Trying to chase Lima, retreating to center with the Fox illusion just out of range.
I love the swing around with that forward tilt right there, trying to take control. But Lima right now is the sole benefactor of stage control. Look at the crazy recovery there from JaySon. Lima was banking on trading with the Firefox, and instead he goes down. Love that JaySon was able to save the jump there to mix up that recovery. So stock-wise, he's even, but that's going to change things up for him as he falls underneath Pokemon Stadium. Lima right back to that stock lead.
Not quite able to ride this strange architecture. That down tilt not setting up into anything for Lima, unfortunate. Normally that's a pretty big combo starter. Instead, JaySon the one who's getting things started with dash attacks and nairs.
People have started to figure out that if you DI out, the Peaches are going to have a lot harder time comboing you. It's just, you got to get over that stumbling block of the fear that you feel DIing out against Peach, because DI out on that forward air, you're dead.
I mean, Matt, try reacting to that down tilt with DI out.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he was able to tech that. Oh my gosh, JaySon really went for a stock right there that he needed, but Lima, rock solid.
And went for that fair drag down. Not even quite as potent as it was in Smash 4, but still does have some drag down properties and can sometimes set up the footstool afterwards. Just didn't pan out for JaySon this time. Lima cleaning it up with the 2-stock.
You know, we've been talking about the multiple characters that Lima has, but JaySon, man, solo Fox. He's stuck with this character since forever.
Going to town and city, doesn't mind the slightly higher ceiling if he gets all of the room to play with on these platforms.
And of course, town and city actually has kind of wide blast zones as well, so could mitigate some of that horizontal kill power that Peach is so well known for, while giving him, like you said, that room to play on this stage. Lima does play a little bit of a more solid defensive Peach, like our local Peach main, the other one, Oryx, but you got all this room to run around. As JaySon throw those lasers, you can just simply use those platforms for extensions, and as they roll away with JaySon going up a stock.
Yeah, what an incredible start. Lima already lapped in percent. Not a huge feat when your percent is 25. But JaySon really taking command of this game.
Love that he was playing around that platform. Don't like these Fox illusions. I know that he's trying to set up for those up air combos, but he's just not quite getting the angles that he needs to do so. Still racking up damage in the meantime, but boy, these illusions are making me nervous, neighbor.
I mean, what is Lima doing to punish him? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right. That just seems like the kind of thing that a guy like Lima will figure out how to see coming.
And until he proves it, though, JaySon's free to use it.
Waits for Lima to drop the shield, and that's all he needs to let go of that A button. JaySon actually looking solid to go up 2 stocks.
Again, going for that illusion, trying to catch him, but Lima retreating to the platform. Yeah, that's going to be a toad and a stock for Lima, sitting at 84%. Really close to these KO percents for their up smash.
I think JaySon really kind of towed the line, not you know, mixing up his recovery there, but with Lima just sitting right there with that neutral B. Once JaySon dropped too low to think about using that illusion, he was able to get the kill. Ooh, great cross up with the downer. That's a classic.
Absolutely. But JaySon getting aired by that forward air put at the ledge. And we can absolutely turn this stock around. It does not take nearly as much percent for Peach to kill Fox off the edge of the forward air.
Ooh. And right there, JaySon sneakily turning himself around to catch Lima rolling away with that back air, but you know, it just takes one quick combo starter for Lima to bring this right back to an even game, because once Peach gets that momentum train rolling, it's hard to stop her. Ooh, forcing JaySon to panic right there as Lima faked the possibility of using that parasol to chase him. So once JaySon used that air dodge, Lima had all the time in the world to land that forward air.
It was 0% apiece. JaySon getting things started with a fair center set up, the fair drag down tech situation.
Hey, another jump from ledge there from Lima. Been doing it a lot with Peach. And again, sort of like JaySon with the illusions, what has he been doing to punish it? Hasn't been getting the kills off of them exactly, but boy, does Fox have a lot of safe moves.
Putting on a lot of damage, almost uncontested by Lima. Has him trapped at the ledge. Nair max spaced is going to catch Lima's out of shield option.
Ooh, I like JaySon trying to find Lima panicking and pressing a button to try to get out of the rapid jabs that never came.
But Lima doesn't have to get nearly as much percent as JaySon does to take these stocks. I'm terrified, honestly, of a fair at the ledge.
Boy, not making a full approach, but you can see that even with Lima at these high percents, while he runs away from JaySon, he doesn't ever fully give him control of stage, and that's so important.
Up smash out of shield, gets the Pele hit, sends Lima flying back. Back air is going to catch Lima going up above the ledge and even this up 1 game apiece.
The reason JaySon did that up smash that he got the bicycle kick on, by the way, was simply because Lima had been doing those short hop mini float drop down nairs, you know, that whole process, and JaySon just expected him to keep it going, but when that one didn't come, all he got was the bicycle kick. And while it did end up setting up for the kill, it wasn't the direct pop that he wanted. So now, 1-1, Lima's got to figure out what stage he thinks will work best, and Final Destination is his choice. Now, obviously, this means that the combo game for JaySon is diminished, but do you think that the juggle game becomes that much stronger here?
I guess we'll find out when we go into this game. That up air definitely makes it harder for other people to land, but this being Lima's counter pick, gotta wonder what's in his head.
Right now, it's the combo game that's working out for JaySon. Not exactly true combos, but getting a whole lot of frame traps going on Lima. 74% is a quick start.
That usually is the way that Fox works. On Battlefield, he can get combo extensions off of the platforms, but on FD, it's so much harder for opponents to just land directly under, no ways to mix up their landing on platforms.
And also that gives Peach a big avenue to get those big combos, but man, JaySon's DI out of them has been so good thus far.
Go Nair confirms into the up smash. JaySon with only 55% on him. That's pretty strong so far. That's
the big strong confirm JaySon has been looking for this whole set. I mean, I haven't seen him land that Nair to up smash yet, but finally able to do it there on FD where there's no platform distractions for him. He's finally able to find what he wants on Lima, and maybe this is just focusing his game plan a little bit better. Wow, well, forward air not quite going to do it just yet, though. And JaySon activating that Firefox right on Lima, who's able to wait for that illusion, doesn't get tripped up by it, knows it doesn't cross up anymore.
Looks for the up throw just to set Lima up in the air, try to catch the landing. Lima sitting at very dangerous percents. Go near that high up in the air is not going to convert into anything. Counter pressure with back airs. Lima steals the center.
JaySon only got one parry on that downer, and I think he had a punish in mind to try to do something about it, but because it was the multi-hit, Lima was the one that came out safe, but not looking too safe right now, 114%. Definitely within kill percent of Fox. JaySon has, as you've seen, been efficient to landing these backers near the ledge. That one was activated too low.
Eventually, back air does connect, pushing Lima even further off stage. 137.
Oh, great cross up there on the shield with that nair.
JaySon shield so low, that forward air very likely could have even poked.
Oh, I love that Lima continues to hold center, gives JaySon enough room to, just enough rope to hang himself, but in the end, wraps it right back around Lima and takes that next stock, and Lima is the one that has the pressure on him. All right, JaySon off stage could be dangerous, but Lima too willing to just pull those turnips every time Fox goes off stage. This is exactly the kind of thing that sparked Leffen to make a video telling people to go out and edge guard. You know, it's these peaches pulling turnips on stage, and you know, since then we've seen an edge guarding renaissance in the Smash community, particularly in Ultimate. I'd love to see Lima get more aggressive off stage like he did with that Toad in that last game.
You know, Lima putting on good damage for JaySon already. This should be a forward throw, set him back up off stage. Pulls the turnip to try to set up the angle to cover the fire, but no, the hitbox goes right through. Back air, though, eventually does catch JaySon, trying to illusion to center, trying to set up a combo.
And boy, Lima has been absolutely blowing up JaySon for these attempted illusions. I think, you know, first couple of weeks of the game, it was fine to do all those illusions because people weren't punishing it because they weren't used to it not crossing up the shield. But now that Lima knows that, he's gotten consistent punishes on it, and JaySon's really got to figure out a new way to get back on stage because he's getting punished hard for it.
Josh and JaySon off stage doesn't activate the Toad in a position where he's able to get hit by it.
Again, JaySon going for too many of these illusions, and this is one of the many reasons I am really wary of him pulling out so many of them, because Lima's just been so consistent in shielding them and not letting him go through.
Both players scrambling around here. Up smash, just raw.
Wow.
Up smash to call out Lima's jump.
I can't believe he just ran in and did it.
Sometimes you just gotta do it.
Sometimes you just gotta do it. My goodness, JaySon up 2-1 on Lima. Looking to close out the set. He did it on Lima's counter pick, which means that we could be going back to FD. And again, I mean, if JaySon is able to mix up the way he gets back on stage and doesn't rely on the illusion, that could be so big for him. I mean, he could win this next one in a 2-stock or on like a JV kind of situation if he's just not going to rely on the illusion as much.
At the end of that last game, JaySon just thought, there is too much respect going on around here.
There's too much respect.
No respect.
3, 2, 1.
No more.
Go!
Don't need to respect an option that doesn't work. JaySon has been too freely relying on those illusions, but despite that, was able to win that Game 3. So carrying the lead into Game 4, we'll see if one more adaptation can push him over the edge. And the first thing I'm noticing, he's running away and shooting the gun, and we love to see that.
Of course. Setting up his zone, putting on that free damage if Lima doesn't want to interact. Lima is absolutely more than willing to set up these hitbox wars.
Ooh, the dash dance is trying to bait Lima into an approach or to throw out a move that would inevitably whiff, but such great discipline from Lima to just continue to hold center and wait for JaySon to commit to something.
That platform going to save JaySon there for a moment, but eventually resets the situation where Lima's able to catch that forward air, take that stock early from JaySon.
Right back to the platform. Lima just wants to set up that defense and wait for JaySon. I like that he fakes out going to center stage, but in the end, JaySon says it doesn't even matter. Wow, just so desperate to get away from that juggle, and I can't blame him.
Gets the forward throw, converts, and oh my goodness.
He really wanted JaySon to try to mix up the recovery there, man. Because I was thinking, okay, jump forward or Lima's got that stock, but instead still just the one stock lead. But boy, JaySon is holding forward, or in this case, backward.
There we go. Footstool, set up a tech chase.
That's it right there. I was about to say, when is Lima going to start punishing all of these empty hops from JaySon? I know that Fox is a fast follower and it can work out, but Peach has got the big forwarder. She's, since Melee, been able to punish Fox for just hopping around emptily and doing nothing.
Lima weaving really masterfully off stage with that parasol. JaySon not finding his mark there, and Lima holding on to this first stock for dear life so strongly.
All right, JaySon, once again, lots of empty hops at the ledge. Doesn't want to whiff in front of Lima because he's been whiff punished so many times, and this time he's just going to catch Lima dropping that shield after all of these jumps around. Eventually, you're going to make the man anxious.
Oh, JaySon recovering really low.
I thought that was too low, but maximum distance. Man plays the character professionally, and I do not, so score one for JaySon as once again, maximum distance.
Yeah, just weaving outside of the turnip as well, but JaySon absolutely living on extra borrowed time. That back throw going to do it.
Anytime you're dying to Peach back there center stage, yeah, you're living on borrowed time. Ooh, I like that fade back into the center stage with the Nair. JaySon wanted to catch Lima trying to get control of the ground again, but instead he's the one that gets hit back for it. It was a good idea though.
Lima doing a really good job of catching JaySon every time he's trying to fight out of this corner. Getting a little overzealous off stage.
Extremely overzealous. He really is trying to win this in a game 4 and not a game 5, and at this point, I think he should be taking this time to try to figure out how Lima is utilizing these platforms so he can take that into game 5 and bring more knowledge, but he's out of time to do so. Lima, a 2 stock to send it to game 5. So where is the venue going to be? What's the stage? Because that is the only question left to answer before we kick the action off for game 5. I'd have to assume that you don't want to go too small, but JaySon loves those triplats, and without Battlefield being available to him, I'd assume Yoshi's Story is the next best thing for him, but he's got to be careful of that offstage game because now Lima can kill him abhorrently early.
Of course, but he can also do it right back in those platforms. Absolutely will aid in his combo game being able to do so. Go start up with the down air, into the up air, double, and again chasing on the platform. Doesn't get as quite a big of an extension as he possibly could have, but Lima smartly air dodges away into the ledge.
So far, Lima once again exercising the fantastic defensive qualities of Peach to stuff JaySon out from center stage, but the moment that Lima does get hit, JaySon is able to keep him in that disadvantageous state for so long. Once again, lots of empty hops.
That was a stitch.
Sure was.
Scary situation to be in. Barely missing that forwarder is Lima. JaySon's illusion coming just in time.
Empty hops and whiffing that bear just too early. That's why Lima was able to smack him off stage, but the quick recovery from Fox meant that Lima was actually the one left back in a bad position.
Up smash out of shield, catches the bear, crossover. JaySon up a stock in this game 5. The first stock in this game 5 taken.
Dude, I've got to admit, the mental fortitude by JaySon to just stand there and see that Lima's going to press all these buttons and not go down to it is huge. But speaking of huge, and 0% SD from Lima means he's got to climb an even bigger mountain. Breathes a sigh of relief as he does take that first stock, but he's got to make something big happen here on stock 2 to make this possible. And it looks like he's setting up for it. That forwarder could have been so big.
Yeah, absolutely got to do something big to turn around that big offstage chase that JaySon's kind of forced out of him. That second stock. Going for the rapid jabs. That's not going to be safe. He's got a bomb.
No way. No way is he going to make this work. He does. JaySon attacks it. We talked about huge. We're down to last stock in Game 5 after Lima was down a full 2 stocks.
Lima was holding onto that bomb like Snake holds on to grenades.
Honestly. He gave him the Captain's Hat. Captain's Hat did that to 0. It's a famous clip now, but Lima has done it in tournament. We're going to see if he can pull this game all the way back. The full comeback could be in store.
There we go. He's got already a lead on this stock. Dashes away from that illusion. Sets up good damage with the grab. Back air puts him off stage.
Oh, Lima's so threatening with the float at the ledge, but JaySon still continues to challenge.
Up smash catches JaySon's roll. JaySon's still holding forward over and over
Woo!
again. No, that air dodge.
Oh, no! The worst way to end a Game 5 on a potential comeback. JaySon air dodges off stage, and that is the end of the set.